Hi everyone. So in today's video we're going to be doing exercise 3.2 of class 9 NCERT mathematics. The chapter is coordinate geometry. It's again a short exercise just to brush up our basics of this chapter. So let's dive right into it. So the first question of exercise 3.2 is just an objective question. The first part is asking us what is the name of the horizontal and vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane. And if you've seen the Cartesian plane, we've drawn it enough number of times to know that these two lines, the two perpendicular lines to each other, are called the x-axis or x dash and the y-axis labeled as y dash. The second part is asking us what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines. So these lines intersect and form four different parts or four different areas. We call these quadrants. Third part is asking us to write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. Pretty simple. We know that this is called as the origin, often labeled as O. Now the second question is asking us to refer to the following figure, and it wants to find out the following. So I've got the figure here on screen. The first part is asking us to find the coordinates of the point B, and we can see that the point B out here will have an x coordinate of -5, since it is 5 units to the left of the y-axis, and it will have a y coordinate of +2, since it's 2 units above the x-axis. Solution over here is -5, 2. The second part is asking us to find the coordinates of the point C, and the point C out here in this figure is over here in the fourth quadrant. Now point number C will have an x coordinate of +5, since it's 5 units to the right of y-axis, and the y coordinate for point number C is -5, since it's 5 units below the x-axis. So point number C becomes 5, -5. Now the third part is asking us to identify the point given by the coordinates -3, -5. Now the point which has coordinates -3 and -5 will have an x coordinate of -3, which means it will be 3 units to the left of the y-axis, and it will be 5 units below the x-axis to account for the y coordinate of -5. So which point on this figure will have an x coordinate of -3 and a y coordinate of -5? It will be this point right here, which is point E. Moving to the fourth part is asking us to identify the points with coordinates 2, -4. Now an x coordinate of 2 would mean 2 units to the right of the y-axis, and -4 as y coordinate would mean 4 units below the x-axis. So in this case, that point is this one right here, which is point G. Moving to the fifth part is asking us to find the abscissa of point D. Now we know abscissa is just a fancy name for the x coordinate, and the x coordinate for point number D is this right here, 6. The sixth part is asking us to find the ordinate of point H. Again, the ordinate is a fancy name for the y coordinate, and for point number H, which is over here, it has a y coordinate of -3. Moving to the seventh part. The seventh part is asking us to find the coordinates of point L. Now point L, in case you cannot locate it on this figure, is right here, this point over here. And the x coordinate of this point is 0, since it is neither left of the y-axis nor to the right of the y-axis. It is positioned on the y-axis. So the abscissa over here is 0, or the x coordinate is 0, and the y coordinate is 5, since it is 5 units above the x-axis. 0, 5 would be the solution for the seventh part. The eighth part is asking us to find the coordinates of the point M. This is where point M is located, and point M will have an x coordinate of -3. It's 3 units to the left of the y-axis, and it will have a y coordinate of 0, since it is right on top of the x-axis. So -3, 0 will be the solution to the eighth part. And that brings us to the end of this exercise. Again, this was a simple one, just like exercise 3.1, just to brush up the basics of our coordinate geometry chapter. So it will get increasingly challenging as we move further. So I'll see you in the next video. In case of any questions, leave a comment below or write to me in the email ID mentioned in the description. Thank you so much for watching.